Oh, it may be me. I'm driving. Sorry. I log off. I'm headed to the airport. Sorry.
No. Don't log out, my darling. Just mute yourself. Don't log out.
Oh, okay.
Just mute yourself.
Okay. I got to get to a point where I can look down. Okay. Sorry.
No. Listen. Tabby, don't look down. Stay safe. I'll mute you. Don't look down.
Okay.
I'll mute you.
Thank you.
Where's the mute the bitch button? Let's have a little look. See. TD. I don't seem to be able to mute just specific people.
I can do it.
But don't crash. Don't crash.
No, I won't. No.
Good. Right, let's start recording. Oh no, we are recording. Right. So someone's still making loads of noise. Sorry. No, someone's moving the microphone around by a piece of paper or something. You need to stop it. Who is it? No, Tabby, I can hear you again.
I'm logging off.
No, don't log off. Just mute.
Oh, no,
just mute yourself.
I'm muting now. Oh,
That's
sorry. Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry.
Don't say
There
sorry,
you
my
go.
love. That's it. Ah, the sound of silence. Good. Good. Right, let's get straight into it. Brie. Luke made me laugh. He said something funny. Luke made me laugh. He said something funny.
Luc me faisait rire. Il a dit quelque chose très rigolo.
Nice, but what comes after quelque chose? Quelque chose. That's it. So I'm liking the use of rigolo. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, rather than just amusant or marrant. Don't use drôle. I fucking hate drôle. Luke made me laugh. Now, you're not grammatically wrong, but is it Luke made me laugh on one occasion, or is it ongoing Luke made me laugh? What's the sense in this sentence?
Maybe one occasion.
Yeah, so Luke made me laugh. He said something funny. So Luc m'a fait rire. Luc ain't that funny. So Luc m'a dit quelque chose d'amusant. Yeah. Sorry. Luc made me laugh. Luc m'a fait rire. Yeah. Il a dit quelque chose de rigolo. Luc m'a fait rire. Il a dit quelque chose de rigolo.
Luc m'a fait rire. Il a dit quelque chose de rigolo.
Quelque chose
de rigolo.
Lovely. So you guys this year have got to do smaller mouth and two clauses together. Luc, I would rather it be slower. Two clauses together. It's because next week and the week after, my project, once I've got this star sign thing finished for people that they wanted, is all the connectors. So we've got to get used to doing double clauses so we can put shit in the middle of the double clauses. So say for me, Luc m'a fait rire, il a dit quelque chose de rigolo. Luc m'a fait rire, il a dit quelque chose de rigolo.
Luc m'a fait rire, il a dit quelque chose de rigolo.
Mm-hmm. Remember to slide, remember to give me hon, he, hon, he, hon, remember to give me twang. Remember, if it feels foreign, it feels a little bit like an animal, it's probably French. Yeah, don't sound English. Good. One more, Brie. For the moment, it makes me happy when he does this kind of thing. It makes me happy when he does this kind of thing.
Il m'a fait heureuse.
What is the verb that we use when somebody makes somebody happy? When somebody makes somebody an adjective? Rendre. Yes?
Yeah.
You make, so when you make somebody do a verb, it is known as the causative. When you make somebody do a, like je me suis fait arrêter, I got arrested. When you do Luke made me sad, it's you render somebody sad. So save me, Luke made me Luke made me save me Luke made me sad. Just change it for me. Luke made action me sad.
Luc m'a rendu
What's the past of rendre?
Rendu triste.
Now, the situations that you faced there, that you solved beautifully. What I would have liked is for you to have kept the previous word going while you were ready for the next one. Get back into that, guys. 2023. Off you go. Luc. Luc m'a rendu triste. Ça means Luc m'a rendu triste.
Luc m'a rendu triste.
I can hear separate words. I don't want to. Luc m'a rendu triste.
Luc m'a rendu triste.
Good. You've got to protect yourselves. Yeah, you've got to protect yourselves. When you come to freaking Besançon or wherever we did the language trip this year, you've got to be up for the blur. Good. Brendan, say for me, it made me sad. It made me sad.
Ça m'a rendu triste.
Nice vowels, smaller mouth, more discreet. Ça m'a rendu triste.
Ça m'a rendu triste.
Good. You're in the middle of the night. You get up. You go for a wee. You see your chap's name. And he's like, "Are you all right?" You go, "Yeah, I'm just going to whatever. I'm just going to the bathroom." Gradually. That level of small mouth, that's what you need in French. Oui, alors ça m'a rendu triste. If you want to make it bigger, push more chest, more vibration. Don't give me big mouth. So if me, oui, ça m'a rendu triste. Ça m'a rendu triste.
Oui, ça m'a rendu triste.
No, because there's no push from the diaphragm. We are having to do this with the mouth to get it out. Push from the diaphragm. Sing. Ça m'a rendu triste.
Ça m'a rendu triste.
Lovely. Now give me a song that's going to go like in a line. Ça m'a rendu triste. Push.
Ça m'a rendu triste.
Nice. Lovely. It's weird. It makes you sad. It's weird. It makes you sad. Off you go. It's weird. It makes you sad.
C'est bizarre que.
Now, lovely. Don't give me big, uncouth teeth whilst working it out. Stay in your Brendan having a wee in the middle of the night. Just go more slowly. Don't give me a big mouth. It's weird. It makes me sad. Off you go. It's weird. It makes me sad.
C'est bizarre qu'il me rende triste.
Now, let's have a little advanced conversation about the word it. Sorry, vegans, but I'm eating the best pate. If you're it, so step number one, watch the video called It. Okay. The word it in French is as frightening to you guys as the Stephen King novel called It. It really, really is. Like Pennywise, the fucking clown, has got nothing on the word it in French. Quick reminder, we have done this before. If your it is referring to a previously stated noun with an adjective, we will use il or elle. Yeah. Brendan has bought a new car. It is beautiful. Elle est belle. All right. Brendan has bought a new cupboard for the kitchen. Il est beau. All right. The general use of it, as in I walk into a situation, I haven't previously stated a noun. I go, oh, it's lovely. Oh, c'est beau. I'll go with the neutral C apostrophe EST. If I'm using it to introduce another noun, so, oh, it's a beautiful book. C'est un livre formidable, whatever. I will use the say, even though I'm talking about a book that we know is masculine, because I'm introducing another noun. And that we'd also do for people. Like, she's a lovely woman, c'est une femme, whatever. Okay. If I'm referring to a verbal action, Brendan jumps up and down naked, it makes me smile, then that is going to be ça. The verbal action is going to be ça. If we use it as a pronoun, as standard, le la, if it's with a de verb en, if it's with an at verb e, yeah, these are your main, for the moment, get out of jail free cards. Those are the main ideas to focus on for the moment, right? So Luke makes it so Luke has decided to put all the words in the description of the Pisces of the star sign whatever videos. It makes it easier. You've got one it for the verbal action of ça, one it for the thing, ça le rend plus facile. So we've got different it's going on there. If we've got the neutral, it's weird that, strictly speaking, you can do c'est bizarre que or il est bizarre que. You tend to use il est bizarre que more in a written context. C'est bizarre que will often in language come when we know what you're saying. This business of Brendan, you know, writing a love letter to Prince Andrew, it's weird. C'est bizarre, you know, or it's weird that Brendan wrote a love letter to Prince Andrew, like starting with the, you know, il est would be more acceptable because it's starting the concept. But conversationally, we'll often just drop to the say. So I won't go over all of that again today. I won't make that today's focus. I will, if an it comes up, I'll just refer you to the said rule. All right. So Brendan, just say for me one more time. It's weird that, and I just go with il est bizarre que. Yeah. No, I'd go with say. I really would just go c'est bizarre que, that it makes you sad. And the it here can just be a general verbal action. It's weird that it makes you sad. What would that be?
C'est bizarre qu'il me rende compte.
Oi, oi, oi. I've just told you what is the word for it for a verbal action.
Oh, sad. Sad.
That's it. And what form of language is going to come after c'est bizarre que?
Subjunctive.
Good man. So c'est bizarre que ça te... What's rendre going to be in the subjunctive?
Rende.
Good. You don't need to show it off. Lovely accent, but just say it normally. Oui, c'est bizarre que ça te rende triste.
Oui, c'est bizarre que
C'est bizarre. Not ça bizarre. C'est bizarre, yeah?
C'est bizarre qui...
Look at me. Look at me. There are two words here that begin with the letter C. Brendan brings wine. There are two words here which begin with a BR. You're quite careful with those. C'est bizarre que ça te rende triste. We can manage the fact that there's two different C words. Off you go.
C'est bizarre que ça te rende triste.
Lovely. Now you guys have now got to muscle memory stuff rather than intellectually do stuff. Keep going till that's fast. Ouais, c'est bizarre que ça te rende triste. Think it. Think it. God, it's weird it makes you sad. It's not a sad film. What do you mean, Bambi's mom? They just stopped drawing Bambi's mom. C'est bizarre que ça te rende triste. It's weird that it makes you sad. Go on.
C'est bizarre que ça te rende triste.
Lovely. Well done. Nice bit of emotion. Liking it. Good, good, good. Lovely. Denise, you seem well slept. You seem well slept.
Tu as l'air de bien dormi.
Pause. There's some interesting ideas there. What form of a verb comes after the preposition de?
The infinitive.
Lovely. If I say tu as l'air de bien dormir, well done for putting the bien before the infinitive, then that would mean you seem to sleep well generally. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I said you seem to have slept well, notice this with prepositional infinitives. This is our friend. Ready? Me, first time in 2023. Present. Actually, no. Denise, you can do it for me. What are the name of all of my as if I'd fucking let you get away with it. What's the name of all my tenses? Present?
Present was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive. Present was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive on the auxiliary.
Lovely. So let's look at number 6 on the top line and number 6 on the bottom line because we're big girls. So the auxiliary on the infinitive on the auxiliary is going to kick in. So if you type auxiliary, by the way, guys, you here and people watching, if ever you can't find a video on a theme for me, type Logic Language Learning space buzzword. As I've told you before, it will really help you find it. So in other words, let's give an example. I'm happy to eat at 7 o'clock. Let's say it's 5 p.m. now. Say for me, Denise, I'm happy to eat at 7 o'clock.
Je suis content de manger à 9 heures.
À 19 heures.
À 19 heures.
And again, well, je suis content de manger à 19h. Sound happy.
Je suis contente de manger à 19h.
That was a lovely accent. I'm happy I ate at 7 o'clock.
Je suis content d'avoir
No.
mangé.
There we go. There we go. We got 3 versions. Go again. Give me the last one. Go again.
Je suis contente d'avoir mangé à 19h.
So for those not understanding, we're going to use the de plus the infinitive because it's a subjunctive style phrase. We don't always just use subjunctive. There's a couple of other verbs that do that. Penser randomly can do it. No, penser, you can use that with penser. You don't have to, but you can. So oui, tu vois, j'espère can do it. And espère isn't always subjunctive. I start every video with j'espère que vous allez bien, not j'espère que vous alliez bien. Yeah, Spanish learners be careful because Italian learners be careful. These verbs are subjunctive in that, but not in French. So, yeah, but if it's the past, ouais, je suis content d'avoir mangé. Without, Brendan is going to, make the cake without looking at the recipe. At the same time as making the cake, he's not going to look at the recipe. Oui, il va faire le gâteau sans regarder les recettes. Brendan went to the meeting without doing his homework. How dare he? Brendan assistait au cours, Brendan est allé à la réunion sans avoir regardé, because that shit took place before. So a lot of these preposition plus verb things, okay, are going to have the infinitive auxiliary possibility as well. All right, Denise. So you seem well slept. You could just use an adjective. Tu as l'air bien dormi. Yeah, just say that for me. Tu as l'air bien dormi.
Tu as l'air bien dormi.
Lovely. Nice small consonants, nice small lips. Give me some more slides. Tu as l'air bien dormi.
Tu as l'air bien dormi.
Lovely. Say for me, tu as bonne mine. You don't need to know words to copy them, people. I would imagine that you want to learn the words you don't know rather than hear the words you do know. Copy me. Tu as bonne mine.
Tu as bonne mine.
There we go. Tu as bonne mine. Listen, tu as bonne mine.
Tu as bonne mine.
Now that you have mastered vowels, all of you, clap, 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 you've now got to master smaller consonants. Do I not keep saying to you all, keep your mouth small? So you want me to say, tu as bonne mine. But I ain't going to say that, am I?
Yeah.
Copy me. Tu as bonne mine.
Tu as bonne mine.
Nice. We get a consonant there. We get one. No. Small consonants. Yeah, good. Say for me again. Say for me, I look well. Say for me as if you're talking about yourself. Say, I look well. I've just said to you, tu as bonne mine. What's I look well?
Tu as bonne mine.
No, for yourself, say, I look well.
J'ai bonne mine.
Say for me, she looked well.
Elle a bonne mine.
Looked is in the past. She looked well. It's a description. Did you see Brie? Yeah, she looked really well.
Elle avait bien mine.
Why are we changing our template? Correct decision to use avoir. Correct decision to use the imperfect. I believe the rest of the phrase doesn't need to change.
Je ne
Go
sais
back
pas.
to the one you know. Say for me, I look well. Say j'ai bonne mine.
J'ai bonne mine.
Say for me, she looked well.
Elle a bonne mine.
She looked well. Description again.
Elle avait bonne mine.
Good. So we don't. So when you come across a phrasal, work out what stays, what goes, what stays but gets changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. She will look well, Denise. Give me all. She'll look well. You'll know which one you're meeting. She's the one. You know, she's been away on a holiday for 2 weeks. She'll look well. Say for me, she will look well.
Elle aura bonne mine.
That's it. Okay. Okay. Denise, I'm happy that you look well, Luke. I haven't looked well in 3 years, but say to me, I'm happy that you look well.
Je suis content que tu vas bonne mine. Et bonne mine.
Pause. Don't do any fucking tip-exing or, as you call it in America, whiteouting here. Yeah. Okay. No. That is We do not need to intellectually know shit. We need to muscle memory know shit. So keep our mouth closed and give me the diaphragmatic version. Off you go.
Je suis content que tu as l'air bonne mine.
Non. Avoir bonne mine. Je suis content que. Why are we bringing? You're bringing me a hideous combination of two things that should have never have come together. Don't let me talk about Prince Harry. So off you go. So say for me, to pick on his brother's baldness. What a petty little shit. What a petty little shit. What a spiteful little sod. Off you go. Say for me, I'm happy that you look well. Je suis content que tu aies bonne mine. Subjunctive, yes?
Yes. Je suis content que tu aies bonne mine.
Lovely. Great. Excellent. Susan. Luke, I'm having difficulty concentrating because of the wine at Christmas. Luke, I'm having difficulty concentrating because of the wine at Christmas. Concentrate is a reflexive verb in French because you can concentrate something else. There are exceptions, the verb to change. I could change something else. Hopefully you lot's French. My t-shirt. It is hot. I might take my hoodie off. But whereas if I say, "Oh, you've changed, Luke," Christ, yeah, look at March 2020 and April 2020. It all went wrong then. So, but say for me, you could say, "Oh, you've changed. Oh, tu as changé." Not all verbs. Most of the time, if you can do a verb in French to somebody else, when you do it to yourself, it would tend to be reflexive. So say for me, Susan, I'm having difficulty concentrating. I'm having difficulty concentrating.
J'ai du mal se concentrer.
Now, there's some interesting things going on there, and there's some bum smack things going on as well. Say for me the first part, you're not too wrong. Give me I have difficulty. You weren't too wrong. Clean it up a little bit.
J'ai du mal.
Good. Notice when you went longer, your muscle memory kicked in. Yeah. If you go blip, pause, you are summoning words from the void. Le néant. Le néant. I work with, as you know, I have another group with students that came on holiday with me last year. Alors, il y a une autre groupe, effectivement, avec des étudiants qui sont venus en vacances avec moi l'année dernière. And I introduced them to Tom, who's a little boy that I know from the Children's Hospital in London, and he's now a 15-year-old kid. Alors, effectivement, je leur ai présenté Tom. Alors, c'est un garçon de 15 ans. Effectivement, je l'ai rencontré à l'hôpital pour les enfants à Londres. And he translates English into French when they translate French into English. Alors, lui, il doit traduire de l'anglais, effectivement, au français, et eux, ils font l'inverse. And I can't remember why, but I said the word nothing or something. Oh, no. I know what it was. I was explaining the word lazy, and one of the words for lazy is feignant, which is like do nothing. And le néant is like the French concept of nothingness. And Tom went, the void. Now, bear in mind, this is a 15-year-old speaker of English from France. They were like, wow. And they were like, how does Tom know the word the void in English? I was like, oh, he's very much into existential texts. I was like, oh, he's very into Camus and Sartre. And they were all like, they believe me. And then I basically spoke to Tom afterwards as well. Where did you get the word the void from? And he went, what's that pixelated shit called? Someone help me. Minecraft? Yes, Minecraft. You know, like a game that the kids play. He was like, oh, it's something in Minecraft. Good. So, next thing. Ing isn't always on, Susan. So, j'ai du mal à whatever. So, I have difficulty concentrating. What was the verb to concentrate that we've just agreed upon? What's the verb to concentrate that we've agreed upon?
Concentrer.
Nice. Nouns, nice vowels. Can you make your mouth small? Concentré.
Concentrer.
Good. Quiet with the mouth, small with the mouth, shout with the diaphragm. Small with the mouth, shout with the diaphragm. Concentré.
Concentrer.
That was nice. It's reflexive, so what's that going to mean?
Se concentrer.
But for me,
Me concentrer.
smooth in one go, me concentrer.
Me concentrer.
Your house guests are looking at porn again. The signal's going dodgy. Get them off it. Or preload it in advance. Lovely. So now say, I have difficulty concentrating.
J'ai du mal me concentrer.
What word comes after mal?
Oh, de.
No. Ah. J'ai du mal à me concentrer. Not that you do, Susan, but just say for me, I have difficulty speaking. Not that you do, but just say, I have difficulty speaking.
J'ai du mal à parler.
That was correct vowel-wise. Can we make it more discreet? The more discreet you make it, you're not just making it prettier for Lukey. It's not like, oh, I'll give the old gay something freaking that'll make him happy. It's gonna help you learn it as a line. Yeah, j'ai du mal. Every single time anybody comes back 1 week and I'm like, ooh, they're nice. That's a nice voice. That I can always tell the French is about to go up. Because they then just start remembering stuff better. So ça fait, j'ai du mal à me concentrer. J'ai du mal à me concentrer.
J'ai du mal à me concentrer.
Nice, that was nice, okay? Notice concentrating won't be an on there. So second video recommendation of the day, Logic Language Learning space ing, ing. And there's a video which basically goes over just how little we use ing. What is the ing, the gerund? What is the, or the continuous? What is the gerund? What is the ing used for in English? Loads before speaking. So let's give someone, let's go to Tia and let's give you the challenge to see how many ings. No, Susan could do 2 more and then I'm going to come to ing on Tia just to do a different project with Tia. So basically, Susan, stay for me. Luke, thank you for recommending this video. Thank you for what a bell end I am. I'm making you translate the compliment. Thank you for recommending this video. Thank you for recommending this video. Off you go.
Luc, merci pour.
Merci going into a verb will have which, what before it? Merci.
De.
Good woman. Now, as we were saying to Auntie Den Den before, are we thanking you for something that is going on now or for something that has taken place? Something that has taken place. So am I going to say merci de recommander, or am I going to pop an auxiliary infinitive after the de? Your signal's a bit poo. Your signal's
yeah, I'm
a bit
having
poo.
I'm having a hard time hearing. Maybe it's my ear.
No, it's not you. It's the signal. It's the signal. It keeps cutting out. Yeah, it's the signal. Yeah. So could you just say for me, right? Could you say for me, thank you for having recommended? So I'm telling you that the de then needs the auxiliary.
The auxiliary. Okay. Luc, merci pour.
No, I've just bloody told you. Merci de with the verb.
Okay.
And if it's thanking you for something in the past, it's going to have an auxiliary.
Okay.
Off you go.
Luc, merci d'avoir recommandé le video.
This video.
Ce video.
Feminine?
Oh, cette video.
Good. Now, each of those words is beautifully pronounced, but it was like the Philippines or the bottom of a rabbit hutch. It was a series of small little individual pieces. Could you say for me, merci, but each word was beautiful, but could you blur it all together? Merci d'avoir recommandé cette vidéo.
Luc, merci d'avoir recommandé cette video.
Now, that was nice. That's how you learn it. Get in a line, all right? So notice, merci de plus past in the middle plus past participle is thank you. Merci de tends to be used for please. You guys come to my house. I have a beige, listen, I have a beige carpet in the living room. Don't ask, it was a good idea when we did it. We've been for a walk. Okay. I leave Brendan in his cage outside with some water and I say, ladies, in you come for a cup of tea. And I say, Oh, guys, do you mind just taking your shoes off? There's like a light coloured carpet. You know, merci d'enlever vos chaussures. It's kind of like, thank you for removing your shoes before you've done it. In other words, please remove your shoes. If you've already done it, I go, guys, cheers, thanks for taking your shoes off. Merci d'avoir, you know, thank you for coming. So, Susan, how would you say I came? How do you say I came?
Je suis venu.
Nice slide, madam. Nice slide. So is that a have verb in the middle or a be verb in the middle?
It's a be verb.
So how would you say thank you for coming? You've already come.
Merci d'être venu.
Lovely. Would someone please finish the song? Susan, you can do it as your last little bit for the moment. Where do bits go? Bits before?
Pieces.
No, in my version, bits before.
Oh, bits before verbs. Except
Finish it.
for infinitive. Except for
Except
infinitive.
what? Except before infinitive. There
Before
are
infinitive.
2 befores in this gospel. Bits before verbs, except before infinitives. If you do a sentence normally, your infinitive is at the end of the sentence. I'm going to do it. Je vais le faire. We've spoken about stacking infinitives. I'm going to have to do it. Je vais devoir le faire. The le goes before the last infinitive. But if we've got something clever, like après avoir fait, after doing it, après l'avoir fait. Yeah, it's going to be, you know, thank you for giving me. So, Susan, could you say for me, thank you for giving me? Think where the m is going to go. Thank you for giving me the answer, Luke. Thank you for giving me the answer, Luke.
Merci de me donner.
That would be please give me. What would be thank you? I need the auxiliary in it, don't I? Yeah. But go again.
Luc, merci d'avoir.
Stand still. Where's the pronoun going? Bits before verbs, except before the infinitive. That means if there's an infinitive, shove your pronoun before the infinitive. You're used, as I just said a moment ago, you're used to that infinitive being at the end of the sentence. But what if that infinitive is at the beginning of the sentence? Pardon me, in the middle of a sentence? No one gives a crap. Put the pronoun before the infinitive, which on this occasion means the auxiliary. Say for me, thank you for giving me the flowers.
Luc, merci d'avoir.
Where's the me? No. Tuck your bloody stars and stripes in and pay attention. Where does the pronoun go before the infinitive? In the sentence, merci d'avoir. Where's the infinitive? Go again. Thank you for giving me the flowers.
Avoir would be the infinitive.
Go.
No.
Go again.
Okay. Merci de m'avoir.
There we go. Well done. That feels so counterintuitive to you guys. You want to say merci d'avoir me donné. Why? Because donné in the past, merci de m'avoir donné, will be spelled D-O-N-N-E acute, because it's the past participle after the auxiliary avoir, but it sounds to your ears like D-O-N-N-E-R. Yeah. So let's do one with an auxiliary. Let's do one with the past participle that isn't as obvious. So, thank you for taking it. So, Tia, could you just do thank you for taking it? Assume it is a masculine thing. Thank you for taking it.
Merci de l'avoir pris.
Go again.
Merci de l'avoir pris.
Thank you. Notice all of these pronoun ones. If we were doing what we were doing earlier with the clever I'm happy that I ate, je suis content d'avoir mangé, je suis heureux d'avoir mangé. I'm happy you ate it. Je suis content que tu l'aies mangé, subjunctive past. I'm happy I ate it. Ouais, je suis content de l'avoir mangé. What would we do if we had a reflexive verb So say for me, Tia, I woke up. How would you say I got washed? Say for me, I got washed.
Je me suis lavé.
Great. Lovely. I'm happy I got washed. How would you say I'm happy I got washed?
Je suis content de m'être lavé.
That's right. Good. 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 So we could do reflection. We could do two verbs. Yeah. How would you say, Tia, I'm dealing with it? I'm dealing with it. Using the verb s'occuper de.
Je m'en occupe.
Lovely. Close your mouth, go a bit faster. Small lips, big push on the chest. Je m'en occupe.
Je m'en occupe.
Lovely. Say for me, I'm happy I'm happy I'm dealing with it. Say for me, I'm happy I am dealing with it, present tense.
Je suis contente de m'en occuper.
Yes. That's it. None of you want to make that last one long, do you? Go again. Whenever you've worked anything out with your little brains, go again, get it in your body language. Je suis content de m'en occuper. Off you go.
Je suis contente de m'en occuper.
As a general rule, never spend time on pronouns and never spend time on de. Ouais, je suis content de m'en occuper. We don't want to say like de. Good. I'm happy I dealt with it. Yes, I'm happy I dealt with it.
Je suis contente de m'en être occupée.
Lovely. Pronouns don't move, do they? They go in the same pig pen. I'm not going to make you do it, but say it was you deal with it. Tu t'en occupes, tu t'en occupais, tu t'en occuperas, tu t'en occuperais. Voilà, il est intéressant que tu t'en occupes. Voilà, avant de t'en occuper, tu t'en es occupé, tu t'en étais occupé, tu t'en seras occupé, occupé, better. Tu t'en seras occupé. Il est intéressant que tu t'en sois occupé. Après t'en être occupé. Whatever. Avant de t'en être occupé, you know, sorry, avant de t'en occuper. The ton is going to be in the same place. Double pronouns go together. Good. I thought Sarah had joined this class. Has she gone? Sarah, are you there? No, she's not there. She came and she left. Intimidated. Off you go by your brilliance. Off you go, Brie. Let's go over some ings then as a group now, because I've given Tia something else to do. Let's go over some ings as a group. Brie. Before meeting Luke, my life was sad and empty. Before meeting Luke, my life was sad and empty.
Avant d'avoir
You can do that. You can, before having met Luke, but avant de rencontrer, yeah, before meeting Luke, okay? Avant de rencontrer Luke, off you go.
Avant de rencontrer Luc.
Or you can say before having met Luke, avant d'avoir rencontré Luke, avant de rencontrer Luke is more common. My life was sad and empty.
Ma vie était triste et
Vide. Yeah, okay. But we wouldn't always say that for life. Be like, without goal, without whatever, there's other ways of doing it that's a bit more, than empty, Good. Brendan, after meeting him, my life was full of joy. So in other words, we're looking at when ing is an ing and not an ing. After meeting him, my life was full of joy. Après is an apricot-based skincare brand that I think has been in bargain bins now. Après, yeah, off you go.
Après rencontrer.
Done. Still. After eating. How, assuming it's the same person, how do you say after eating?
Après manger.
Fuck off.
Après avoir mangé.
Thank you. After eating it.
Après l'avoir mangé.
Again.
Après l'avoir mangé.
Better. We don't link there. We can't, can we? There's a bloody L. Yeah, in the middle of the S and the yes. After meeting him. Meeting, not eating. That costs more than £10 on fucking coffee, let me tell you. After meeting him.
Après lui avoir.
Après is a skin brand.
Après lui avoir.
No. Say for me, I'm going to meet Luke. Imagine it was for the first time. I'm going to meet Luke. Say for me, I'm going to meet Luke. You rencontrer. Say, I'm going to meet Luke.
Je vais rencontrer Luc.
Stand still. Listen, you disgust me. This, right. This is symbolic of not using, this is symbolic. This is representative of not using enough vowel. Also, all of you do this. I've always done a video. I've done it a couple of times, but I keep losing it. I think it's called the R words video. For some reason, I tell you why it is, because R is in a different location to the rest of the consonants. So you all just fuck up and blend together any bastard word with an R. Brendan, what is the vowel journey of the verb raconter? What is the vowel journey?
Et on est.
No, it isn't. Listen to Auntie Lukey. Raconter. Raconter. What's the vowel journey of raconter?
Ah, on est.
Thank you. What is the vowel journey of rencontrer?
On est.
Better. What is the vowel journey of se rendre compte?
On.
These are different creatures, aren't they? But you guys hear raconter, reconnaître, and you think of them all as the same twatting verb. What is the verb to meet somebody for the first time we are referring to then?
Rencontrer.
No!
Rencontrer.
I've done it already, you. Rencontrer. Raconter is to tell a story. What is the verb to meet someone for the first time?
Rencontrer.
Good. Now, I don't need the r because that is a Spanish and an Italian creature. Stick to the r. Rencontrer. Go on.
Rencontrer.
No, you went rencontrer. You had a nice R. There's some Spanish students and Italian students of mine that would love that. Rencontrer.
Rencontrer.
Good. Now, you don't even need that much. Rencontrer will be fine. So say after meeting him.
Après avoir.
Where's him? Oh, sorry, we haven't even done your other area. We haven't done your other area. We will, don't worry. What happens in Besançon stays in Besançon. Say for me, I'm going to meet Luke. Say, I'm going to meet Luke. Using now rencontrer. I'm going to meet Luke.
Je vais rencontrer Luc.
Lovely. Was the passage between rencontrer to Luke direct or indirect?
Direct.
Therefore, have a wee little thinky and go with after meeting him. Mm-hmm.
Après l'avoir rencontré.
Please stop doing that because a punch in the face is liable to offend. Go again and close your mouth. Après l'avoir rencontré.
Après l'avoir rencontré.
Good. Think of vowels when you speak. I can always tell when people aren't giving me proper vowel thought if they do that crap. All right. Good. Denise, without meeting him, assuming it's happening before the event, without meeting him. Now, notice in English, we're a bit lazy. I can't believe you went to the meeting without preparing. What we mean is, I can't believe you went to the meeting without having prepared. So let's just do that one, actually. So say for me, I went to the meeting without preparing, i.e. without having prepared.
Je suis allée à le rendez-vous sans avoir préparé.
So, je suis allé au rendez-vous, je suis allé à la réunion sans avoir préparé.
Okay.
It would be, no, it's a bad idea to drive without looking. It's a bad idea to drive without looking, which would be at the same time as the driving if you were to do it.
C'est une mauvaise idée de courir sans
No, that would be to run. That would be to run. To conduire.
conduire. C'est
But
une...
to you guys, notice the hard consonants. K and k and k and k. Off you go. C'est une bonne idée. C'est une bonne idée de conduire without. C'est une mauvaise idée de conduire without looking.
C'est une mauvaise idée de conduire sans regarder.
Good. All right. So there's without an ing. Okay. Okay. Susan, Luke was telling me something amusing. Luke was telling me something amusing. Two ings there.
Luc était disait.
No. What tense are we in, Susan Mabel, if we have Luke was telling? Which tense are we in?
The was tense.
Great. And for the most part, the was tense is perfect. That's right. Was, present, was. Is that on the top line? Present, was, will. Is that on the top line, Susan? Yes or no?
No.
Susan, would you care to say my verb pattern that we've already had today? Present.
Present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive.
Good. And then the same. Present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive. We don't need the, and then the same bottom line. Present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive on the auxiliary. So that's basically on the bottom line, like saying present with on the auxiliary, was on the auxiliary, will on the auxiliary, will on the, you know. So in other words, the top line. Do we have an auxiliary on the top line?
No.
Are you sure of what you mean when you say no on that? So what I mean is, if my order goes present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive, then present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive on the auxiliary, which basically means the top six can be done in one verb. Il prend, il prenait, il prendra, il prendrait, qu'il prenne, avant de prendre. Yeah, the bottom line, il a pris, il avait pris, would, il aura pris, will, sorry, il aurait pris. Après avoir intéressant qu'il ait pris. So in other words, après avoir pris. So the bottom line has an auxiliary, the top line has no auxiliaries. Agreed so far?
Yes.
So if my tense order goes present, was, have I heard the word was on the top line on its own? I don't see the trick question. Here's the tenses. Listen to me. The name of the tenses that are on the top line. Susan, does the top line have an auxiliary? Yes or no?
No.
No. Wake up. Come on, faster. Does the top line have an auxiliary? Yes or no?
No.
Good woman. Listen to the tenses on the top line. Present. Was. Will, would, subjunctive, infinitive. Have you heard the word was on being mentioned on the top line then?
No.
Susan, tuck your pissing stars and stripes in. Present, was, will, would, subjunctive, infinitive. Have you heard the word was just mentioned?
I think I understand what you're asking. Yes.
There's no think I understand. Listen to the top tense.
Maybe I don't
Present.
understand what you're asking.
Listen, concentrate. Deal with it. Get over it. Fuck the whole deer in the headlights thing. Grow up. Come on, you're an intelligent woman. Present, was, will. Have I literally said the word was when I'm listing the tenses? Present, was,
Yeah.
will. So answer my question. Have I mentioned the was tense in my first line?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So does that mean then, and did you not tell me a moment ago that all of those on the top line, they didn't have an auxiliary? Did you tell me that?
Yes.
So does that mean then that I'm allowed an auxiliary on the was tense? Yes or no?
No.
No. Well done. I can have was as an auxiliary. That's the had tense. But I can't have was with an auxiliary. So say for me, Susan, I eat. Just say for me, I eat.
Je mange.
Great. Say for me, I was eating.
Je mangeais.
Great. Say for me, I am eating.
Je mange.
Yeah. Well done, you. So we don't use ing with tenses in the ANT format, do we? In French. Right. Yeah. Okay. So if I said Luke was saying, you've given me the correct French. You just gave it me with something else as well. What's Luke was saying? In 2 words. Just do that for me, Luke.
Luke disait.
You've got it. Well done. You're back in the room. Notice you all want to say Luke était. You don't use the verb to be for was unless it's with geography, or it's what we call a copular verb, like as in Luke was, then the adjective, like Luke was happy. Now, it might be, Susan, that adjective does end in an ing. What is the word for motivating? Motivating as an adjective. What's the word for motivating as an adjective?
Motivité.
Stand still. What is my standard? Now, we've not used it so far. I'll give you your due. What's my standard suffix, my ending? Okay. What's my standard ending for an ing word? What's the word for interesting, Susan?
Oh, it's A-N-T.
That's right, but I don't want it visualized. I want it said. So say for me interesting.
Intéressant.
Well done. There's people I've taught for 2 years who still keep fucking me off and saying intéressant. So well done for saying intéressant. That was a nice vowel. Well done. You said it beautifully. No, you were right the first time. You were right the first time. They say on, but you're right. It's intéressant. So in other words, if I gave you motivating, that's going to be motive. What's it going to be? The verb motiver. So good. So what is it going to be? Motivating,
Motivant.
That's right. So if I use that as an adjective, listen to the difference. Luke was motivating the children with tales of his adventures. Luc motivait les enfants. That is a was verb. Luke was motivating, description, adjective motivating. Luc était motivant. Yeah, so that is a time we will use the ANT. We will use it as an adjective if the word calls for it. Okay, Tia, how would you say it's boring? It's boring.
C'est ennuyant.
Ennuyeux. So
Ennuyeux.
some of them are little pricks. We won't get to do it. Yeah. So worrying, inquiétant, boring. No, ennuyeux. Okay, good, lovely. Tia, do one more for me. In speaking with Brendan, I discovered lots of worrying things. In speaking with Brendan, I discovered lots of worrying things.
En parlant avec Brandon, j'ai découvert beaucoup de choses très
Worrying. Now, the verb,
inquiétantes.
that's it. That's it. Now, things, 1 second, I'm just messaging somebody. Lovely. 1 second. God, remind me to never be nice to my students, because then when I need to find the details of when we've agreed to do something, it's a little bit tough. Good. So, in other words, the ing there in speaking, lovely. I want to talk about one more. Tia, you can do it for me, seeing as I'm on you. What is the verb to have?
Avoir,
What is the verb to know? With an S.
savoir,
And what is the verb to be?
être.
All the other verbs, when you want to make them ing, will merely match the new form, but swap ONS for ANT. So what, therefore, Tia, is the word surprising if the verb is surprendre?
Surprenant,
That's right, not surprisant. But if I wanted to say having, being, and knowing, these ings are different. What is the gerund, the ing form of having? Not avant, like nous avons avant ANT, because that means before. So what's the gerund of having, please, Tia?
ayant,
Well done. What's the gerund of being?
étant,
And what's the one of knowing?
sachant.
Good woman. So, in other words, if I wanted to say, having spoken to Brendan, I'm convinced he's capable, he just needs to fucking concentrate. You might go, well, Lukey, I thought you could say après avoir parlé, and you can. The subtle difference is if you say having, so Bree said, after eating whatever, a sandwich, Bree watched Wednesday on Netflix, which is very good apart from the shit end, which I won't tell you about for spoilers. So chronologically, those things are just in order. Après avoir mangé un sandwich, Brie a regardé Wednesday, whatever, mercredi, whatever, Netflix. All right. If it were having watched, no, or if it was having eaten a sandwich, Brie was no longer hungry. So in other words, if A caused B, yeah, that would be a nice opportunity for ayant. Having spoken with the other students, Brie was convinced the only course of action was to shoot Luke. You know, ayant parlé avec les autres étudiants, whatever. So that's when we tend to use ayant. Being, you know, we'd use in the same thing, you know, being English, étant anglais, you know, but you're more likely to use that one in like, given that the situation is so dangerous, I wouldn't advise a trip there at the moment. Étant donné que, being given that, and knowing would be like, oh, you know, knowing what I know now, alors sachant ce que, you know, so these are the exceptions. Those three verbs, have, be, and know, are also the exceptions to the imperatives, as well as the verb vouloir. You had a fourth one there, which means any other command form is just completely fucking doable. It's just a normal verb. Je fais, tu fais, do your homework, fais tes devoirs. Vous faites, faites tes devoirs. Eat, je mange, tu manges, vous mangez. Eat the rice, mangez le riz, mange le riz. Anytime you use those same three verbs, have, be, and know, with the command form, you'll jump into the subjunctive. So, you know, don't be afraid. N'aie pas peur. Subjunctive on the command form of have. Do not have fear. Be nice, Luke. Sois sympa. I will if people do the homework. Sois sympa. Go, but know that you need to be back at midnight. Alors, sache, you know, que tu dois rentrer avant minuit. Otherwise, your dress will turn into rags, Luke. So in other words, we'll come back to these, but ing is a damn good thing to get on top of because it doesn't always mean ANT. Yeah? Brie, what do you like to do? Swimming. Go to a noun. La natation or nager. Yeah. Swimming in the sea is a lovely feeling. Nager dans la mer, whatever. We use an infinitive. We wouldn't use nageant or anything like this. So ing is super, super, super common in English and not that commonly used in French at all. So go and watch the video of all the different times that we use ing, all right? Good. Good. I will be back next week, same time, same place, all of this business. It'll be probably be a bit longer next week. I haven't got a class immediately afterwards. Yes, normal business. You know the amount, you know the Zoom, you know the coffee. Anybody else that's watched the video wants to donate, there'll be a coffee link underneath. It's very much appreciated. Good. Well done. All of you are showing progress with your accents. That's good. Keep the slide going. Use your muscle memories to learn stuff. Don't use your intellect. Why the hell would you use your intellect to learn stuff? It's not where the language center resides. Good. Big kiss. Nice to see you all. Yes? Well done. Everybody sounded good. Just don't make dumbass mistakes. Take care.
Thank you.